Bob Cafaro here. I'm baking sweet potatoes. These aren't regular sweet potatoes. Look at the size of these things. These are probably the biggest sweet potatoes I've ever made. Anyway, they're organic from Dan Lin Farms. And these are just phenomenal. I can't believe I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these things. And oh, that's got to weigh a few pounds a piece. So I'm going to bake these in the oven after they're scrubbed. I'm going to bake them for 350. Normally I would do it for about an hour and a half. I think this may take more time. But again, we're right back to the Okinawa centenarian study. They were big on organic sweet potatoes. So my goal is to not only be healthy, but to stay healthy. I want to live to be over 100. So we'll see if that happens. Organic sweet potatoes. Let's see what happens when they come out of the oven here. So our sweet potato process continues here. They've been in the oven now about 2 hours. And just to give you an idea how big these organic sweet potatoes are, here's a teaspoon. Look at the size of that potato. I have never worked with such big sweet potatoes before. Look at the size of these things. And normally after an hour and a half in the oven, these things would start to get soft, but they're so big. This is 2 hours and nothing. This is 350 degrees on convection bake. Those are fans that circulate the hot air. So before I said to be healthy and stay healthy, what I meant was to get healthy and stay healthy. It's a lot easier to stay healthy than it is to get healthy. So sweet potatoes, Okinawa centenarian study, this is the way to do it. So after these are partially baked, soft enough for slicing, they will go on the dehydrators. So that's next. Okay, it's about 5 to 1 in the morning, and I didn't realize how long these monster sweet potatoes would take. So there they are in the oven, and they look like they're about ready to go here, but unfortunately they're too hot to start cutting and dehydrating. So I think I'm going to let these sit and then cut them up and start dehydration tomorrow. But what I did in the meantime while I was waiting, I got inspired and I made 2 trays of caprese, and you can see how good that looks. So I used the organic tomatoes. Probably we're winding down toward the end of the season now. And these are tofu instead of cheese. And also balsamic vinegar, olive oil. Of course, everything's organic. And organic basil as well. So you can see the 2 trays here ready to go. So it's about 1 o'clock in the morning now, and I'm doing my own filming, as you can see. But anyway, tomorrow morning I hope to pick this up, and I'm going to sign off for the night here. All right, anyway, pretty interesting evening. Okay, so these sweet potatoes have been on the dehydrator now for, I guess, the better part of over 12 hours. So what I was surprised was, it took a while to bake those, and there were 7, not 6, 7 huge potatoes. I don't know what they weighed a piece. And this dehydrator, I used the Excalibur 9 tray. I was able to fit 7 of those potatoes sliced up on 6 trays, which I was really surprised. So here's what they look like. You can see, let me get a better light for you here. Okay, so you can see what so I cut them a little thick, but these will be great. These are, again, the organic potatoes from Dan Lin Farms, and these will probably last me better part of the year. I always carry these with me rather than eat an unhealthy snack. So you can see some of these came out different colors, but again, I'm getting the advantage of local produce that's organic. And when I dehydrate it, it's not cooked, so it's preserved, and this will last me months and months and months, especially if I freeze it or refrigerate it. And this is what I'm going to put on next, ginger. I'm out of dehydrated ginger now, And I'm going to slice this up, and for these actually dehydrate very quickly, so the final dehydration of the potatoes will be the whole time for ginger. And what I always do is I always carry dehydrated ginger with me, and it's something that helped me a lot after my third vicious MS attack. I was very weak and I had trouble staying awake and had no strength, and I found that just a piece of dehydrated ginger under the tongue, woo, it was smelling salts. It just worked magic, and it somehow invigorated me, gave me this energy. I don't know why, but I'm not going to argue with success. So here I have a nice big bag of ginger here. I'm going to peel this now and get this dehydrated. So that's the ginger, and there are the potatoes. So thank you for joining me. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my videos. I think my next video I'm going to fast, again for 36 hours on just water, and I'll talk about the importance of why I don't drink out of plastic bottles, and I always use my own filtered water source. So join me for my next video. Thank you so much for being with me.